This is Good News with Dick Baumbach. How are you today, Dick?
I am doing great, and, I really think we should shatter that glass ceiling. What do you think?
I think so. You left us hanging last week at 36,000 feet, and so I'm really curious about this glass ceiling.
Well, what it is, it's a British woman who is 26 years old. Her name is Kate McWilliams, and she just became the youngest commercial airline captain in the world. And she says, I don't think age matters. I've been through the same training, same courses as every other captain, and so I just happen to be younger. But everybody is saying, wow.
Wow, 26 years old, really.
And she flies for a commercial company called EasyJet over in Europe, and she is a captain. So if you're on an EasyJet and hear, hello, I'm your captain,
you'll know it's the real deal. Did they say what kind of aircraft they fly?
Yeah, they fly 737s.
737. She's a captain of a 737. Wow, that's pretty impressive. In fact, very impressive. That's a good role model to follow.
Well, yeah, but for 26 years old.
That's unbelievable, 26. You know, the next story, talking about age, the next story you have is the world's longest marriage ends in husband's death. Wife says it was a blessing to be married.
Yeah, and I saw this as a good news story because, as you know, my wife Diane and I do the longest married couple project for the United States.
Right.
And we've had the honor of meeting these people with long marriages. Well, this is Karam Shan and Katari, his wife. They were married 90 years.
90 years? What, did they get married at 10?
Well, I figured this out. He passed away at 111, which meant he would have been 21.
21.
And she is right now 104, which means she would have been 14.
Wow.
But they have 27 grandchildren, 23 great-grandchildren. They got married December 1925.
Wow.
And they came from India to England, and they've been there ever since. And she said, now that he's gone, I pray that he is peaceful. And the kids said they never argued before they passed, and they had good health until their old age.
Wow, that's an amazing story. You know, my grandparents on my mom's side, I think my grandmother was 14, and I think my grandfather was like 18 or 19 when they got married. Back then, it seemed like that was just
the thing.
The thing.
Can I just give you one more on that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. The first year we did the longest married was a couple named Marshall and Winnie Kirkendall from Lordsburg, New Mexico, married 83 years.
That's amazing.
And I said, Marshall, why do you have an airfield across the street from your house? He goes, people come. And I said, people come? This is the middle of nowhere. People come. Well, who came? Charlie. I said, Charlie? Charles Lindbergh came to his airfield in 1932.
Oh, wow.
In 1932.
Yeah.
Charlie. Jeff.
Now he doesn't still fly, does he?
No.
Now, have you followed up on some of the people that you've done?
Most of them have now passed away. There is one couple of the 6 years we've done so far that is still alive, and they're from Fairfield, Connecticut. They're now married, 83.
Wow.
And they were featured on the David Letterman show.
Wow. Now, what was the one that you did on the Good Morning show, morning show?
That was the Rockies, Dale and Alice Rocky. And she's the one that said, he does everything because he just says, yes, dear.
Yeah.
And then
that was a good show.
And then the Batars, the ones from Connecticut, she said the one thing that bothers her is after 80 years, he still doesn't like the way she cooks.
She must be doing something right with her cooking for him to be there that long. The next one you have is about trash. Picking through trash, slum resident fines $1,400 and blessings after returning it.
Yeah, this is amazing. This happened a week ago. Bruno Temosalas withdrew $1,400. This happened down in Brazil. He drew $1,400 in cash, and he was in an envelope, and his brother-in-law, who was a 7-year-old kid, he put it in the trash by mistake.
Oh,
And
man.
so that same night, a poverty-stricken man named Jajo Rodriguez was looking through recyclables, found the envelope, and despite his living conditions, he tracked this man down, gave him his money, and Bruno was just thrilled about it, but he didn't have any money to reward him with something. But what he did is he told his friends, and Jaho now has a job in the construction industry.
Oh, wow. What an amazing story. You know, have you noticed where the people that are the most down and out are the ones that do some of the kindest things?
Yes.
I wish
know.
everybody was like that. You know?
So do I.
It was an amazing story. You know, the next story we're going to postpone. And this is a really important time of the year for people here in the United States. And so we're going to continue on. You want to talk a little bit about this?
Well, as we know, today is Election Day. And so what we want to see is what the good news story is next week for the United States of America. And that will be our lead story.
Yeah, we don't want to get us in any trouble by announcing any early wins and and not be right, or be right and want to know how we found out so early.
Yes, exactly. But
So-
it's good news that our country can still vote with no problems.
It is good news, and it's we've been doing it for over 200 and some years, and for us to be able to do that and make it last, and here we are today doing it again, says a lot about who we are. Even though we have a lot of difficulties with each other sometimes, it seems like we are able to really pull it together when it matters. So until next week, when we get to say who it is that'll be leading our country, this has been Good News with Dick Baumbach.